Location on Thornton Road, Lithia Springs, just off I-20 and convenient to all of West Georgia. Call them today at 770-941-8550.
Listen to News Talk 1330, FM 106.3 on your smartphone by downloading the free TuneIn app. WLBB, Carrollton.
Good morning and welcome to the Community Voice. I'm your host, Luke Luger. Happy to be with you guys on this Thursday morning. And like every Thursday morning in early December, we're going to kick off with the random Christmas trivia cash giveaway questions. Yesterday, the question was, in Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, how many ghosts visit Ebenezer Scrooge? First off, let me just ask my guests. You guys know this. We can't answer this question on air. How many ghosts visited Scrooge in the Christmas Carol?
Are we supposed to answer? Because I think I know the answer.
You can answer this question because we're revealing the answer right now. So go ahead.
I think it was actually 4.
Was it 4?
Total.
I was going to say 3.
It is 4 because Marley.
Them.
Exactly.
Right.
So
Marley or Bob.
Very nice. We've
Bob
got
Marley.
the past, present, future, and Marley.
Yeah,
Exactly.
good
So.
job. All right.
Congrats on getting that one right. Sorry, Cason,
That's
you would
okay.
have missed out on the opportunity.
I lost
But
that one.
Brandi, congratulations on getting that right. And we're going to read off the question for today. Every day, people have a chance to win $100. They will log on to our website, gradicommunications.com. They can go fill out the answer, name and number, and they have a chance to win $100. Kind of cool. And for today, now you guys can't answer this question, but for today, when Elizabeth sees Mary and realizes that she is pregnant, how does she respond? A little bit of a Bible question. I'm going to read it one more time. When Elizabeth sees Mary and realizes that she's pregnant, what's her response to that? So think about that. Log on to gradicommunications.com. Submit your answer. You guys have a chance to win $100.
Awesome.
And once you guys leave the station, you guys can do that too.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we are here today. Kind of some breaking news right now out of Carroll County. And we're sitting down with Carroll County CASA, which is the court-appointed special advocates. And there is a new director of Carroll County CASA, which just started, I'm told, yesterday. I would like to welcome and congratulate Brandi Shirey on this new position. Congratulations, Brandi.
Thank you, Luke. And I'm very excited to be with this organization. Yesterday was my first day, and I'm just so happy to be here. I think it's going to be a great fit.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to have you. And we're also sitting down with Cason Hightower. She's a CASA board member as well, very involved in the community, very involved with CASA. And we're going to be talking about court-appointed special advocates. And, you know, for people like me who are woefully undereducated about CASA, what exactly is a CASA?
So CASAs are court-appointed special advocates. Our volunteers are community members who have a heart for the children in Carroll County. And these kids are kids in foster care. There are currently 220 children in foster care in Carroll County. And these CASAs are really there to serve as a voice for these children. During the court process, they just are looking out for their best interests, making sure that the children's voice is heard, because sometimes that can get overlooked. So these people just really have a heart, and they spend a lot of time with their CASA kid and the CASA kid's family, and just make sure that through the entire process, the kid remains the center of everyone's focus. So,
And that CASA stays with that child throughout their whole foster care life until they're an adult. So regardless of them changing homes or foster parents, they still have the same CASA to remain their voice.
So they have that constant person that is throughout their life, whether anything that might change, they at least have that one CASA advocate there.
right, absolutely. Right. And oftentimes, if they are adopted or, you know, that situation is resolved, that CASA stays a part of that child's life well into adulthood. They just are a mentor or a friend. So those are relationships that are really fostered and grow throughout that process.
Now you say that CASAs go in and they are the advocate for the child, especially in the court system. What would they be requesting for children specifically, and kind of making the focus on the child? Like, what are some examples of what they would actually be doing?
So a lot of it is kind of negotiating back and forth between maybe the court system and the foster home, or the foster home and the family. A lot of it is just kind of, I don't want to call it mediation, but, we always want what's best for the child. So every case is different. But mainly, just kind of going back and forth, getting that information from all of these different resources, and kind of figuring out next steps. So again, every case is different, but.
And they're mentoring the child. They're developing a relationship with the child. They'll go eat lunch with the child, or talk to the child's teacher, and just develop different relationships with the people that are in the children's life, so that they can really get a full picture view of what's going on and what the child's needs are.
To me, this sounds, the court system is supposed to be a little cold and, very distant from a lot of things, because that's how our justice system works. This seems to me to be kind of the warmth that you need when kids are involved in the court system.
Absolutely.
So that's fascinating. And it seems like it takes a special kind of person to actually be a CASA, because you have to, obviously be warm and compassionate with children, but also be able to compartmentalize things and realize, you can't solve all their problems
Right.
all the time. So in your opinion, what kind of person does it take to be a CASA?
I do think it takes a special kind of person, but I really think we get a lot of questions about time commitments, or I don't think I have the right qualifications to be a CASA. I love kids and I want to help, but I don't know enough about our court system to be able to do that. And that's just not true. We do a 12-week training, and our staff is awesome. They walk you through just about everything you would need to know to be a CASA, and they are there for you long after the training to help you with anything that you need, and they are the experts. To be a CASA volunteer, you just need a heart for children. All the rest is something that our staff and Brandi can take care of and walk you through.
Right, that's what I was going to say. The staff is amazing. They work together so well as a unit, and they're just a wonderful group of people, and they really are there for these volunteers every step of the way, and for these children. I've noticed, even though it's just been a short time, I've just noticed how well they work together and how they help each other with each case. Even though they may be assigned to one person, they all work so good together that if you were to reach out to them, you could reach out to any of them and get your questions answered, and they just facilitate it so much.
Excellent. And we are sitting down with the director of Carroll County CASA, Brandi Shirey, and Cason Hightower, the CASA board member, here on the Community Voice. And we're going to take a quick break and hear from our sponsor, Tanner Health System, and we'll be right back after this.
At Tanner, we're advancing health throughout West Georgia and East Alabama, because we know that exceptional care isn't based on how many patients we serve, but how well we serve them. That's why we're focused on quality, delivering the best possible care for our patients. It's why we're expanding our clinical services and building new facilities to serve our growing community. And it's why we're looking beyond our hospitals and medical practices to develop sustainable wellness and preventive health programs in our region. What makes a hospital great has changed. It's not how many beds we have. It's how well we care for the neighbors who need them. Delivering the right care to every patient, every time, is how Tanner is advancing health with medicine beyond measure. Learn more at tanner.org, or find a physician on our medical staff by calling 770-214-CARE.
Welcome back to the Community Voice. I'm your host, Luke Lugert. Happy to be with you guys on this pretty chilly Thursday morning. We are sitting down with CASA, the court-appointed special advocates for Carroll County, the director of that brand new director. Congratulations again, Brandi Shirey, and Cason Hightower, board member with CASA. And before the break, we were talking about what kind of person it takes. And one of the questions you guys often hear is what kind of time commitment is. So I'm just going to echo that question. What kind of time commitment does it take to be a CASA?
Sure. So to go through the CASA volunteer training, again, that's 12 weeks, and I think they meet 2 nights a week. So that's kind of that training. A lot of people think that they can't have a full-time job and be a CASA volunteer, but that's not true. About 5 to 10 hours a month is what it would require to be a CASA volunteer. Court is on Tuesdays, so you may need a little bit of work flexibility on a Tuesday, but again, our staff is always there during court. So if for whatever reason you can't be there, they're always there. They've got your back. So about 5 to 10 hours is usually what we recommend for people to. And again, it's kind of what you make it. It could always be more than that, but minimum 5 to 10 hours a month.
And that's 5 to 10 hours a month. And it seems like there's not much better cause to miss work.
Right. I mean, that's 5 to 10 hours a month after your initial training, and that's a lifetime for a child.
And now you guys have seen a lot of CASAs at work. What kind of impact do you really see that they have on a child's life?
I think for a lot of children, they are their voice. It's the only person that a lot of these children feel like they can go to and completely be themselves with, completely kind of not have a guard up. Yeah, completely trust, because for a lot of these kids, they haven't had that before. So for these kids, that's huge.
Yeah, it's a personal relationship they get to develop with someone. I mean, to open up that trust with someone at that age for a child that's not had that before in their life, I mean, that's just huge. There's a huge impact that you're making. You're completely changing someone's life with just a small commitment.
Absolutely.
Just 5 to 10 hours a month. I mean, and as you said, it's only 5 to 10 hours a month. So how many kids would a CASA handle?
That can kind of range,
Okay.
But typically 1 or 2 cases at a time is what a CASA would do. They try not to, overload their plates, but we try and keep it around 1 to 2 cases.
Absolutely. And I'm going to go over a couple of statistics that you guys shared with me. So in 2017, you guys have served 170 children.
Correct.
As CASA. But there are 102 that do not have an assigned CASA.
Right.
So how many volunteers do you guys need ideally in Carroll County to serve every child?
So right now we have 64 active volunteers, and they are serving, they're serving over 100 kids. So that's a huge commitment for those 64 volunteers. We would love to serve all 220 children that are currently in foster care. So we need lots of volunteers.
So it seems like 2 per person, so we need 110 volunteers roughly. So almost double what we currently have.
Right, and we've trained 27 volunteers this year. So, I mean, that number has grown. Not all of them have taken on cases, but they have the potential to take on cases. So, go through the volunteer training, and then if you can't take a case right away, if you need kind of a 6-month grace period, we can do that. We'll work with you, but we just need people to go through this training to be able to serve as advocates for these children.
Come by the office, meet the staff, get the feel, and see what you think. I think the next training is going to be after the first of the year, so that gives you a little time, after the holidays, to think about it. And it's a great cause. It's something that it's offered because this is a nonprofit. This wouldn't normally be, something that the court would offer. So, I mean, this is just a great benefit for the child.
And you guys do have a couple of more events. You mentioned training first of the year, but you guys also have a couple of more events coming up.
Yeah, like I said, come by the office, come by our new location.
And you guys have a open house, Christmas open house coming up. Is that correct?
We do next Thursday evening. So we just recently moved last month. So we're very excited about our new location. We're located in the BB&T building right across from the courthouse. So come see us next Thursday from 4 to 6.
Because you guys used to be on, what street was it that you guys were on? Because I've definitely seen yours offices.
Yeah, we were right off the square by Ty Singer Vance.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, so we moved over to that BB&T building.
Very nice. Well, congratulations on that. And what should people bring anything for the open house? I know there are a lot of kids, and it is Christmas time.
Right. So we are asking for kids or for the community to drop off either a toy or a gift card so that CASAs can go and shop for their CASA kid. The majority of kids in foster care are getting gifts through and I completely...
Is it
Clark Howard.
Clark Howard, that's right.
Through Clark Howard. But it was after the December 9th cutoff, none of those kids can be added to his list. So any kids in foster care after December 9th aren't on Clark Howard's list. So that's where we're going to kind of come in and fill that gap. So if you will, just bring a toy or a gift card so these CASAs can go shopping and make sure that every kid has a good Christmas.
Absolutely. That sounds fantastic. And what time is that on December 14th?
That is from 4 to 6.
4 to 6. Excellent. And we are sitting down with the director of Carroll County CASA and CASA board member, Cason Hightower and Brandi. Shirey, thank you guys for coming. We'll be right back after a message from Tanner Health System.
At Tanner, we're advancing health throughout West Georgia and East Alabama because we know that exceptional care isn't based on how many patients we serve, but how well we serve them. That's why we're focused on quality, delivering the best possible care for our patients. It's why we're expanding our clinical services and building new facilities to serve our growing community. And it's why we're looking beyond our hospitals and medical practices to develop sustainable wellness and preventive health programs in our region. What makes a hospital great has changed. It's not how many beds we have. It's how well we care for the neighbors who need them. Delivering the right care to every patient, every time, is how Tanner is advancing health with medicine beyond measure. Learn more at tanner.org or find a physician on our medical staff by calling 770-214-CARE.
Good morning. Day one in the Southwire Project Gift Toys for Tots Drive. It's Michael Vincent hanging out with Lori from the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots program.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, a little chilly.
Yes, it's a lot to see. United States Marine Corps Toys for Tots. So how long have you been with Toys for Tots?
For 3 years. I've been 2 years for the coordinator.
Wow. How's Matt doing, by the way?
Oh, he's doing well.
Our former Corps, we worked with him for so long, it's like we became buddies.
Yes, and he fell in love and moved to Indiana. I'm like,
Love blind.
I know.
Indiana, yeah, they feel this all the time, this cool weather.
Yes, they do.
So we had the festive weather for this. Now, I think it's a lot easier to feel like Christmas when it's like this, rather than 70 degrees. I'd much rather have the 70, but...
Yes, it is. Yes.
So now when it comes to picking up toys, you don't have to break the bank, do you?
No, you do not.
So if you're looking for a toy today, you just we're looking for a kid, infant to 12 years old, boy or girl.
Yes, boy or girl. The best age that we really need toys for is the 0 to 2s and the 10 to 12s, because those are the the hardest to buy for. So yeah, and we'll even take anything in between.
Right, and we'll take a cash donation as well. You guys can do the shopping.
Yes.
And especially with the Project Gift volunteers, they love to shop.
Oh yes, they do.
And they're frugal too.
Oh yes, they are. They're very frugal.
They know how to make a kid's Christmas. So you can make a kid's Christmas. All you have to do is stop by here with the Walmart Supercenter parking lot. Going to be here till 7 o'clock tonight. There is security here overnight, so if you get off at 9 and you're like, well, I get off at 9, well, you can stop by. It doesn't matter. There'll be somebody here overnight as well. So, and then we'll be here again 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. Let's collect some toys. How many are we looking for?
I think Southwire wants to get 5,000, but we'll take more.
Yeah, we'll go for 10. What the heck?
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, it's Christmas.
Yay!
So come on by. We're here till 7 o'clock tonight. It is Michael Vincent. Lori, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's Michael Vincent broadcasting live with Southwire's Project Gift and the United States Marine Corps Toys for Tots Drive.
Welcome back to the Community Voice. I'm your host, Luke Lukert, and we are sitting down speaking with the court-appointed special advocates for Carroll County, and we're speaking to the director, Brandi, Shirey, and board member, Cason, Hightower. Thank you guys again for coming on, and thank you for all the work that you guys do for the children of Carroll County. It's very important stuff, and you guys help a lot of children, but you guys also need help, especially in sponsorships and all that kind of stuff, and you guys have a great event coming up in March, correct?
We do. Yeah, March 17th is our 17th annual Grand Night for CASA. So we've got information up on our website, and those sponsorships are already available. So this community is great, and we have had a ton of support in the past for this event, really good corporate sponsors, and we're going to call on them again this year and ask them to just continue to help our kids.
And as a nonprofit, we're funded through some grants, but also private sponsorships and donations. So there's always opportunity to make a donation. You can make a donation on the website, which is
carrollcasa.org.
And you can also be a sponsor. There's lots of information on there on how to do that, and then participate in our Grand Night, like she said, on March 17th, which is a huge event, and we're really looking forward to it.
And that's just a grand ball kind of thing with great dinner and good people.
And dancing and good
absolutely.
people, and just celebrating the success of the program.
Mm-hmm. And we'll have a silent auction, and I know we've got some ladies who are working on some really good things for that. It's all going to kind of be local art-based, so that's something we're all looking forward to. So go ahead and fill out those sponsorship forms.
And put that down on your calendar.
Yeah.
Excellent. And are there any sort of tickets to get? How would you register to go to this event?
Sure. So you can just visit our website, carrollcasa.org, and you can do individual tickets there. You can do your sponsorships there. We will be sending out forms to all of our past sponsors and donors the beginning of the year, so you can wait until you get those, or you can go ahead and fill them out online. It's better to just go ahead and do it while it's on your mind. But
all right. And
or you can just you can call us.
You can call us at.
You can call us and let us know, and sign up to be a sponsor that way too.
Sure. The CASA office phone number is 770-838-1964. And you can call and speak to any of our lovely staff members, and they will get your information and get you anything you need.
Whether you want to be a volunteer, a CASA advocate, or a sponsor.
Yeah.
And you've given out this number, and you guys obviously need some more volunteers to serve the over 200 kids in foster care in Carroll County. We have a lot of listeners, and I'm sure a couple of them are teetering on the edge right now of whether they should volunteer or not. What would you say to that person individually to kind of bring them over to actually be a CASA?
I heard a story the other day from a woman who had met a student. She was graduating from the University of West Georgia, and she was very proud of her, and she knew that she had been in foster care all of her life. So she was very proud of her accomplishment from graduating. And she asked her if she had had a CASA, and the girl nearly teared up and said, "Yes, I did, and I still talk to her." And she just thought that was amazing, and that it touched her heart. And it touched my heart to hear that, because the impact that you will make on this child's life is huge. Just a few hours of your time, it may seem like a lot, 5 to 10 hours a month, but really that's a lifetime of impact for this child.
Absolutely. And again, there's no special word or requirement to be a CASA volunteer. You just have to have a heart for kids. So I think that's probably the main thing. If you were looking for a way to make a difference in this community, I can't really think of a better outlet to do so.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. And
thank you.
We've got about 2 minutes left in the show, and I just really want to harp on these events that you guys have coming up. So Thursday, December 14th, from 4 to 6 p.m., you guys have the open house in your new facility, which is where again?
It's at the BB&T building on just across from the courthouse.
Okay.
We're on the first floor, and that's going to be from 4 to 6 on Thursday.
Right. That's 110 Dixie Street. So if you park in the parking lot, because there are a few people who have missed it, you walk in that first set of double doors, and you don't walk through the second set. We're inside the little atrium.
Yeah, immediately to
Yep.
the right in the double doors. But yeah, you
Right.
can park in the parking deck or the parking lot right there
Right.
at the bank.
Yeah.
And you guys also have the event coming up in March, the Grand Night, CASA March 17th, 2018. Sponsorship still available. So
Absolutely.
if you guys are very interested in helping CASA out, they are a nonprofit and they do some of the most important work in the county by helping children who are really in need.
Right.
And, you know, we're here at Sitting Down with Community Voice. Thank you guys again so much for all
Thank
the work
you.
that you guys do and for sharing your experiences with us. We're sitting down with Cason Hightower, CASA board member and director of the Carroll County CASA. In her new position, congratulations again. Brandi, Shirey, you guys are listening to the Community Voice. We will be updating you on the Toys for Tots drive in the Walmart parking lot all day, so stick around and listen to that. We have Glenn Beck coming up for you guys in about 30 or so seconds, so take it easy.